What's up, Phoenixes? In this video, I'm gonna talk to you about how to access your inner child. I've talked about inner child a little bit, but today I wanna dedicate a whole video to just this concept because it is so powerful. All right, let's get started. At the end of this video, I'm going to share with you my favorite practice to integrate my inner child into my experience. And so make sure you watch to the end of the video and I will share that with you. And if you really want to end the battle with food in your body, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. I release videos on personal development and spiritual development every single week. All right, so the number one thing to remember is stop outsourcing your inner child's needs. What do I mean by that? So often we have an internal need in our body and we externalize it, meaning we make our need someone else's emergency. So it could be the need for love, it could be the need for comfort, for safety, whatever it is. And here's the thing we need to remember. We have the ability to feel completely whole, therefore everything else in our external world should only be adding value to what's already whole. So you don't need to put your needs on someone else. You don't need to depend on anything else. You have the ability to mother your inner child so other people in your life don't have to do that. There's so much emotional codependency where we make our, wounds and our needs and everything that we need in our life someone else's responsibility, and we have no power in that. So really understanding it's time to stop outsourcing your needs. Number two, understand what are those needs. And it's so beautiful to be able to truly just ask our body, ask our inner child, what do you need right now? How can I love you more? I know when I'm feeling anxious or stressed out or overwhelmed, rather than numbing with food or social media or whatever it is, or distracting myself with exercising or just getting really busy, I just take a minute and I go, all right, what do you really need right now? And let your body give you the answer. We have so much wisdom, there's so much knowledge. We have to understand that sensations of anxiety or stress or overwhelm, all that is information. The emotion in our body is information, but when we ignore it and we turn our back on it, it's really hard for us to access it. So asking ourselves the question, how can I love you more? And what do you most need right now is so important. And when we ask the question and we really follow up with action, this is such an important piece. We then complete a trust cycle. So we trust ourselves to feel the emotion of what we're experiencing, ask our bodies what we really need, listen for the answer, honor the answer, take action based on the answer, and then we begin to trust ourselves. So then next time we feel that emotion, we don't immediately try and outsource it or make it an external problem. We go, how can I show up for myself more powerfully? How can I heal this emotionality in my body? What does my inner child actually need right now? What does my inner child really want right now? And we begin to just understand that we have complete control to heal the parts of us that need to be healed, to be the mothers and fathers of our inner children that maybe we didn't get. Because when we're growing up and we depend on our parents for certain things and they didn't give us the love that we needed or the attention or whatever it was, we as adults have the opportunity to give our inner child the very things that we did not get when we were younger. And the next thing is play. Incorporate more play into your lives. Just because we're adults now doesn't mean we need to stop playing. Playing is so important. Just because we're older now doesn't mean we can stop having fun and stop playing. Play infuses so much joy, so much creativity. Think about how you were able to express yourself so freely when you were young. It's because you were constantly playing, you were constantly exploring. And when we were younger, our ability to experience emotional pain and experience heavier emotions and lighter emotions, the bandwidth was so much greater. And as we got older, we basically convinced ourselves that we can't experience pain, we can't experience those lower emotions. Therefore, it's harder for us to access those higher vibrating emotions. But when we allow ourselves to be in the experience of pain, of anxiety, of overwhelm, and really feel that, then we can experience the lightness. So the amount that we're willing to go into the darkness is the amount that we have access to our lightness. And so that's something so important to remember. And in that experience as well, ask yourself, what can I do to have more fun today? If I was to incorporate fun and play into my day, what would that look like? We have created lives that are so structured and so responsible and all these things, and all we want, all our bodies want, is to just express ourselves, have fun and play. So give yourself permission to do that while we do inner child work. It makes it so much easier. So I'm really curious. I wanna know from you, what is your biggest challenge with connecting to your inner child? If you could think about what is hard about this, I wanna know so I can support you with it. So in the comments below, let me know, What is the hardest thing for you when it comes to inner child work? In a minute, I'm gonna teach you a little ninja trick that I have to connect with my inner child that helps me every single day reactivate my ability to play and have fun. But before I do that, I wanna invite you to join my 5-day food freedom challenge, where I'm gonna walk you through step by step how to finally end the battle with your body, yourself, food if that's an issue for you. I'm gonna give you meditations, you'll be able to join our community, and the best part is it's totally free. So click the link below and I'll see you inside. All right, so my trick to connect with my inner child is I ask myself, if my inner child was to make my next decision, what would she choose to do? Because that's my truth, right? When we are connecting to our inner children and they're making the decisions and they're calling the shots and they're allowing themselves to be expressed, that's the truth of who we are. We've just conditioned ourselves to not play, suppress our emotions, be responsible. So ask yourself, if my inner child was to make my next decision, what would she or he choose to do? And then go do that thing. So maybe it's have a crazy dance party, maybe it's be creative, maybe it's write some poetry, maybe it's whatever you want, whatever you love to do as a child. Just ask yourself and allow yourself to be in that expression of just play. We're so conditioned to do things that are only productive or we're only gonna see a result. What about playing for just the sake of playing and not having an end goal? We're so externally focused and we're so goal driven that we sometimes forget the very thing that makes us feel so incredible is just letting ourselves play, letting ourselves have fun. So it's my intention to create a community here that you guys feel safe to explore your personal development and your spiritual development. So if you liked this video, give me a like. If you didn't like it, let me know as well. And I wanna know from you, what do you want me to create next? It's my intention to give you as much value as possible so that you can become the highest, best, and most authentic version of who you are. We will see you next week for another video. Bye for now.